Welcome back to channel Rare Penny Coins. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden value of the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you're a collector or just someone with a keen eye for valuable coins, this episode is for you. So, what makes the 1967 Lincoln penny special? Let's break down a few key factors. First, a quick bit of history. In 1967, the U.S. Mint was facing coin shortages and high demand. To meet this, they stopped adding mint marks on pennies for a few years, making all pennies produced in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco appear the same. This change affected the Lincoln pennies from 1965 to 1967, meaning no coins from those years show a mint mark. Collectors prized 1967 pennies in exceptional condition, especially those with sharp details, rich color, and minimal scratches. Even though they weren't rare at the time, finding one today in nearly perfect shape can be a real treasure. Coins in uncirculated condition or with a grade of MS67 or higher can be worth anywhere from $20 to $150 or more at auction. When examining your 1967 penny, look for features like clear and bold details on Lincoln's portrait, a smooth surface with minimal wear or scratches, no signs of damage or discoloration, which can reduce the coin's value. Error coins are another factor that could boost your penny's value. Although error coins from 1967 aren't very common, finding one with a double die or an off-center strike could make it significantly more valuable. Error collectors often pay premiums for unique flaws. Now let's talk money. Depending on the condition, a 1967 penny could sell for $10 to $150 or more. High-grade, mint-state coins without any damage are the most valuable. And if you happen to find one with an error, you could be looking at an even higher price. Think you've got a valuable 1967 penny? Here's how to keep it in top condition. Avoid touching it with bare hands. Use gloves if possible. Store it in a protective case to prevent scratches or discoloration. And keep it in a dry, stable environment away from sunlight. So there you have it. The surprising value hidden in a 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. If you have one of these coins, check its condition and keep an eye out for any unique features. Who knows, you might be sitting on a mini fortune. Remember to subscribe for more hidden coin treasures and tips, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this video helpful. We're diving into the fascinating world of valuable pennies, and this one might just be hiding in your pocket. The 2015 Lincoln penny with an no-mint mark could be worth a lot more than just a cent. Believe it or not, some of these 2015 Lincoln pennies have sold for thousands. But what makes them so valuable? Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about this unique penny, why it's valuable, and what to look for to see if your penny could be worth big money. The Lincoln penny has been around for over 100 years. Since its introduction in 1909, this iconic coin has gone through multiple changes in design and materials, with different mint marks indicating where each one was produced. Most pennies have a mint mark, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco. But sometimes pennies are minted without any mark at all, often from the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't traditionally add a mint mark to its pennies. So, what makes the 2015 no-mint mark penny so valuable? It's mostly about condition and rarity. Collectors look for what's called high-grade coins, pennies that are in near-perfect condition. And while billions of pennies were minted in 2015, only a small fraction remain in pristine, untouched condition. The grading scale for coins goes from poor to mint state, or MS, which ranges from 60 to 70. If you have a 2015 no-mint mark penny graded at MS 67 or above, you could be looking at hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Here's what you want to look for on your 2015 penny. First, check the overall shine and luster of the coin. Highly graded coins often have a beautiful, untouched surface. Second, look closely at the details on Lincoln's portrait and the lettering around the edges. Collectors also look for any unique errors. For example, sometimes pennies are struck off-center, double-dyed, or have other interesting flaws that make them even more desirable. These mint errors are rare, but if you spot one, it could significantly increase your penny's value. Let's talk numbers. A typical 2015 penny with no mint mark might only be worth a cent or two if it's worn. But if you have one in top condition, graded MS67, MS68, or higher, it could be worth hundreds or even over $1,000. Recently, some 2015 pennies sold for around $1,000 due to their perfect condition. Isn't that amazing? Just imagine finding a penny in your change that could be worth that much. If you think you have a high-grade 2015 no mint mark penny, the best way to know its true value is to get it graded by a professional. Top companies like PCGS and NGC can evaluate your penny and give it an official grade. It does cost money to grade a coin, so it's best if you believe your penny is in near-perfect condition. So, do you have any 2015 Lincoln pennies with no mint mark lying around? Now's the time to check them out. Who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure in your pocket or coin jar. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell for more coin collecting tips and treasure hunting videos. Comment below if you found any rare pennies, and let us know if there are any coins you want us to cover next. We're going to take a closer look at the 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny. You may think it's just an ordinary penny, but it could actually be worth far more than 1 cent. The 1949 penny with no mint mark is part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909. This specific penny was minted in Philadelphia, and since it has no mint mark, it's often overlooked. But its value isn't just about its rarity. Condition, historical context, and unique errors all play a role in making some 1949 pennies quite valuable. First, let's talk history. 1949 was a unique time in America. Post-World War II, the country was booming, and coin production was high. Philadelphia minted millions of pennies that year, but despite the large mintage, finding a 1949 penny in top condition today is rare. These coins feature Abraham Lincoln on the front and wheat stalks on the back, which makes them part of the Wheat Penny series, minted between 1909 and 1958. So, what exactly makes this little coin valuable? Well, there are a few factors: rarity in high grades, demand from collectors, and even errors that make specific coins more unique. Let's break each one down. First, condition is king when it comes to value. If your 1949 penny has little to no wear and tear, meaning it's in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition, it could be worth hundreds of dollars. Coins graded by professional agencies, like PCGS or NGC, in high mint state grades, like MS65 or higher, can fetch a hefty price. One of the most exciting things about 1949 pennies is the potential for mint errors. Errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets are highly sought after by collectors. These errors happen during the minting process and make each affected coin unique. For example, a double die error can make parts of the design look doubled, creating a fascinating and collectible look. If you find a 1949 penny with one of these errors, its value could skyrocket. So, what kind of value are we talking about? A 1949 penny in average circulated condition may only be worth around 15 to 50 cents. But a high-grade coin, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can sell for $50 to $200. And if you have a mint error on top of that, you might see values of several $100s or more. For example, a 1949 penny with a double die error in uncirculated condition has been known to sell for $500 or even more at auctions. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1949 penny? Here are a few quick tips. 1. Always check the condition. The less wear, the better. 2. Look for any unusual characteristics like doubling, off-center strikes, or other odd features. And 3. Consider getting it professionally graded if you think you've got a winner. Who knows? You might be holding on to a hidden gem. Thanks for joining us today. If you enjoyed learning about the 1949 no mint mark penny and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And let us know in the comments, What's the most interesting coin you've ever found? We're diving into what makes certain 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies worth way more than just 1 cent. The 2006 Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but there's more to it than meets the eye. Typically, pennies produced in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark, which is normal. But in certain rare cases, a no-mint mark coin can be unique, and that uniqueness drives value. So, how do we tell if you're sitting on a valuable 2006 penny? A few things can increase the value of a 2006 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, such as unique errors or high-quality finishes. One of the main reasons a penny like this could be worth more is if it has errors. Errors like off-center strikes, double dies, and misprints are like rare artwork in the coin world. They're unique and highly collectible. Some collectors have paid big money for pennies with these errors because they're so unusual. And if your penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value could also shoot up. So, how can you check if your 2006 penny is valuable? Start by examining the penny under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date, the lettering, and the edges for any signs of double stamping, cracks, or unusual markings. Even small imperfections can add value. You'll also want to check the coin's condition, also known as its grade. The closer it is to perfect, the more valuable it can be. Now let's talk numbers. A regular 2006 penny without any errors or special condition is usually only worth face value. But if you have a rare error or a near-perfect grade penny, it could be worth significantly more. Some error pennies from the 2000s have sold at auctions for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, a double-die error penny in mint condition could fetch hundreds, while an off-center strike might get you a similar amount depending on the extent of the error. So, where can you sell it if you have one of these valuable pennies? You have several options. Local coin dealers, online marketplaces like eBay, and auction houses specializing in rare coins are all great choices. If you think you have something really valuable, consider getting it professionally graded first to maximize its worth. So next time you come across a 2006 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, take a closer look. It might just be hiding a small treasure. Make sure to like and subscribe for more insights into valuable coins that could be right in your pocket. We're diving into the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, a coin that could be worth way more than 1 cent. Could you be holding a valuable piece without even knowing it? Let's find out. Most of us look at pennies as small change, but some of these coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you know what to look for. Today, we're talking about the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. This might just be a rare gem hidden right in your collection. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny has been around since 1909, but each year brings its own unique characteristics, and sometimes mistakes or variations make them even more valuable. Now, the 1987 penny without a mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This lack of a mint mark on Philadelphia coins is standard. However, certain features or conditions of the 1987 penny can increase its value. So, what should you look for in your 1987 penny? Here are the key points that can turn this common coin into a valuable collectible. First, condition is everything. A 1987 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth a lot more than one that's worn out. Look for ones that are shiny, free from scratches, and still have that mint luster. Collectors often pay high prices for coins graded in mint state, which is basically a coin that's as close to perfect as possible. Second, error coins are like gold mines. Sometimes coins get minted with unusual errors, like a double die, off-center strike, or even die cracks. If you have a 1987 penny with any of these errors, it could be worth a lot to collectors who seek these rarities. Some of these error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. Finally, color can add to a coin's uniqueness. Some collectors pay extra for pennies that have naturally toned over time, giving them unusual shades or patterns. A beautiful patina or an attractive rainbow toning can make your 1987 penny even more desirable to collectors. Alright, so what are 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln pennies actually selling for? A standard 1987 penny might only fetch a few cents above face value, but if you have one in top-notch condition or with an error, you could be looking at a coin worth anywhere from $100 to $1,000 or even more, depending on its uniqueness and collector demand. There have been recent auctions where pristine 1987 pennies have sold for high prices, and error coins often exceed that. So, how do you get your hands on one of these valuable 1987 pennies? The good news is, you don't have to dig too deep. Start by checking your pocket change, old jars, and even coin rolls from the bank. You'd be surprised how many people overlook these pennies because they seem so ordinary. Found a good-looking 1987 penny? Protect it. Avoid handling valuable coins with your bare hands. Use gloves and store them in protective holders to keep them in great condition. If you think you have a valuable one, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading can add significant value by verifying its authenticity and condition. Thanks for tuning into channel name. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on coin collecting and finding treasures in your pocket change. Have you ever found a valuable 1987 penny or another rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? That next penny might just be worth a fortune. We're diving deep into the history and hidden secrets of the 1964 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. This little copper coin might be worth way more than a penny, so stick around to find out why collectors are going crazy for this iconic piece. Alright, so let's start with a bit of history. The 1964 penny is part of the classic Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 all the way to 2008. The no mint mark means this coin was minted in Philadelphia. And here's where it gets interesting. Philadelphia didn't start using a P mint mark until 1980, so if you see no mint mark, you're holding a piece of Philly history. Now, let's talk about the features that make this coin stand out. The 1964 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, so if you have one in pristine or near mint condition, it can be worth significantly more than face value. This is because older copper coins are increasingly rare, and in 1964 alone, billions of pennies were struck, but only some survived in top condition. For coin collectors, the grade is everything. If you have a 1964 penny that looks almost brand new, no scratches, clear detail on Lincoln's profile, and a shiny, reddish luster, you're in luck. In high grades, these coins have been known to sell for upwards of $10 to even $50. And in some rare cases, even higher. But it's not just about condition. Errors on 1964 pennies can skyrocket their value. Look out for any double-die errors, where the letters or details appear doubled. These mistakes happen during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors, sometimes selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, how can you tell if your 1964 penny is valuable? First, grab a magnifying glass and take a close look. Examine Lincoln's face, the date, and the word Liberty on the coin. If you spot any doubling or irregularities, you could have a real treasure on your hands. Now, here's something not everyone knows. The value of these coins can increase over time, especially as the demand for copper coins grows and more collectors look for pristine examples. So even if your 1964 penny doesn't seem that special today, it's worth hanging on to. Alright, if you're thinking about selling, here's a pro tip. Get your coin graded by a professional service, like PCGS or NGC. Having a certified grade can increase the coin's value and make it more attractive to serious collectors. And there you have it, the hidden value of the 1964 Lincoln penny. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious investor, keep an eye out for these fascinating coins. You never know, that humble penny could be worth a lot more than you think. Thanks for watching! Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe to channel for more awesome coin tips and hidden treasures. Let us know in the comments if you've found any valuable coins in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting!